Only because you're here, Sonny. Okay, so do you see this? Do you see this thing on the right-hand side of the screen? Because you can't do full screen on PDCGL. Do you see this here? Do you see this thing right here? You think, oh, Pilot's just showing off his collection of ace specs and radiants, right? Nope. This is a deck that you can actually play on PDCGL because the dev has no idea what they're doing. Oh my god, like it is so crazy. No one's playing the trainer trials though because it's so bad, but you can literally play a deck with every ace spec, multiple copies of ace spec, by the way, as well as every radiant. You can play 2 copies of radiants for the ones that exist. I think it's just Charizard and maybe Radiant Drainage. Oh my god. But yeah, if anyone was actually playing trainer trials, it would be really bad. Yeah, if anyone's actually playing trainer trials, it'd be hilarious. But yeah, so you gotta have 4 rare candy and 4 switch. But this is a deck you can legitimately play. I'm never gonna let me down. Thank you for the sub or the gift sub. I appreciate it. So yeah, this is literally a deck you can play. I had 19 extra slots, so I just chucked in 19 energy just to get my point across. But yeah, so today it's we're gonna get our period, and it's gonna be surging, everybody. We're gonna get a surging period. I hope you brought some pal pads because we're gonna have a surging period today. We're almost at 225 subs, by the way, which is crazy. And I have seen an uptick in the Blood Moon Ursa Luna deck, the baby Blood Moon Ursa Luna, which is really good. Like, it's been doing extremely well in Japan. PSA 10 first edition Dark Goldback. Good job. Dizzy. I have ideas. Don't you worry, Dizzy. I got ideas. I got great ideas. You want oily toes? Well, I can help you out with that. Just let me drink some olive oil, and then I'll oil up those toes. I start Monkey Dory every game, by the way. And Hyphen, you need a new Hopzation or Chaladon list for a terminant. How much do I pay to get it? Feet picks. But what do you mean a new list? You just play the old one, because oh, geez, sorry. But you just play the old one, right? Okay, so this might be a mirror match or something. Or it might be Gengar. And Sunny, so it's going to be what's the difference than any other day. And yeah, all of the new ones are going to be out next year. So like Mega Victory Bell, Mega Electros, Mega Clefable, all those things will be out next year. Yeah, Mega Dragonite's going to be in the... Yeah, we know what you meant, handsomest PDCGL player. And I tweeted... I did that snarky tweet, and it did not work. I'm pretty sure this is a mirror match. So yeah, I tried that snarky tweet where I tried to be like, oh, the #1 PDCGL YouTuber told you that all these cards were coming out, and then you didn't know? What are you, a weirdo? And Hyphen, odds are you won't be able to use the new Phantasma Flames cards. That's the issue, is you probably won't be able to use them. No, just I think everyone was just busy, you know, enjoying their weekend. That was probably the issue. Wow, they've taken a minute 40, and they're not doing anything. They've stopped. Oh, they got rid of double Zoroark. What's going on over there? I have to assume that this is just good old... Ooh, that's great. I didn't want to Iono them because they got rid of... They secret boxed away 2 Zoroark. They got a little crazy. Their hand must be just supporter, and gas. So let's go. Monkey Dory gets the energy. I could play with my balls, but let's believe in the heart of the cards. Wow, that was amazing. That was like literally perfect. Okay, so we just go Fartazon. They are going to knock out my Badoo, but that's okay. Because I can get another one? Do I just get another one, or do I go for a second Monkey Dory? No, we go for a second Toxel. We go for a second Toxel. Be smart here, pilot. And you know what? Just to see what happens, right? Just for the lulls, as the kids would say. Just for the lulls, we're going to put the Bravery Charm on the Badoo. There you go. Yeah. Oh, what's that? You want to knock out my Badoo? Yeah, good luck. Because I can always use the Peturunt. Yeah, we're not here to watch the streamer be smart. We're here to watch the streamer be funny. Okay, they're going to... Oh, wait, what? Oh, because I'm weak to... Because I'm weak to dark. That's not very nice. All right. I mean, that's fine. It's not amazing. We can use Claw of Darkness. So that's the nice thing about Toxtricity is that Claw of Darkness suddenly becomes a thing. All right. Well, I don't think you're going to be able to do it twice. I don't think you're going to be able to do this twice. And then I will lock them out of the Fartizan. I don't know why they didn't use the Artisan to get something. Unless this is just like a real Grimsley one or something. It's looking real Grimsley for them, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's go and get... Yeah, we're going to try to get our terminal period. I never actually draw into Toxtricity with this deck, though. It's really weird. It's this weird thing that happens where you just never draw into Toxtricity. But next turn, we can do some things. So they're going to clutch up. They're going to hit into my Badoo. I'm going to get a second Monkey Dory. We're going to have double Finding Dory. Oh, so they're playing at least a 3/3 line of Zoroark. Maybe this isn't Gengar. I thought this was going to be Gengar Zoroark because we saw the Yveltal, because we saw the Peturunt. What the hell is his hand? All right. I guess the strat's kind of the exact same. Well, that's for Darmanitan. So this is just like a straight end Zoroark deck with Monkey Dory. I was not expecting that. Okay. Watch them put it on the Absol, because they're like, oh, I can knock out that Absol. We can knock... Oh, they're going for the Badoo? Okay, so the Badoo... I can heal 60 from the Badoo, but they would just Monkey Dory it. We are in quite the pickle here. Because if I bring up, like, the Peturunt gives them switch capabilities the entire game. All right, so let's go Night Stretcher. Let's get the Funky Monkey back. We do that, and then... Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to be able to do many, many things here, but at least this forces them to attack into me. So they're going to have to attack the Badoo. Oh, the poison counter is overlapping things here. The poison counter is overlapping things. Yeah, I can get 2 Toxtricities, but yeah, I guess that maybe makes sense, but it also doesn't. I think we just go Itchy Balls. No, it's, yeah, well, it's Toxtricity Absol, right? It's Toxtricity Absol. I wouldn't call it a pure Absol deck, but it's Toxtricity Absol. So the reason I didn't go get double Toxtricity is because I might need Pheasantipity. Oh, they're playing a dark deck. I thought this was Gengar Zoroark, so I played this thinking, oh, they're not playing Monkey Dory, they're not playing anything. No, this is Zoroark and friends. There's going to be Janine's Secret Fart showing up soon. Hopefully not the one where she's wearing socks. We hate that. And yeah, Shiny Ray, this is the Japanese list that I'm sure you took inspiration from. This is the Japanese list. I have several lists, don't you worry. Badoo isn't the only baby we're going to be playing with today. Oh, God. Badoo isn't the only baby we're going to be whacking off with today. Okay, so how do I make this work? The way that Trust Your Pilot makes this work is by not losing. By not losing the game is how we win this. Okay, so Monkey Dory up first. I mean, terminal period doesn't really... Ooh, oh, there we go, baby. Okay, so we want that there. And then we go Ultra Ball away, that and that. We go get a Toxtricity. And then we would like to have 2 Toxtricity. The dream is a second Toxtricity. Then we can just knock out the Yveltal. And then we can do all the things. Or I can just bump the Lively Stadium. That's also another option that we have, is I can just bump Lively Stadium and then do more things. I do have to wait until after the unfair stamp before we really figure out what I'm going to do. Well, that didn't do anything. That was completely useless. Thank you. Yeah, well, looks like we're going to have to INO for it here. Give them more cards. Well, we got an air balloon, but it meant nothing. So, I mean, we're going to have to knock them out, which isn't great. But we'll just go with Adrenabrain, send 2 there. So obviously they'll pass them back. But we are in a decent enough position. Like, obviously getting rid of something from their hand doesn't really matter right now, because they have all the draw. Oh my god. Okay, so Turos. So yeah, we just get rid of the bosses, right? The bosses is the biggest thing. That we INO'd them into that, by the way, and that was they had everything. Yeah, I think we're finally entering a world where End Zoroark is good. It was not good when it first came out. Let's be honest. You can pretend like it was good. It was not good when it first came out. That was all cope. Everyone was coping. It was not good. But now, with access to Gengar, with, you know, Janine Secret Art, with all these good dark attackers. Okay. They do know they have to attack at some point, right? Yeah, see, this is the negative side to playing a straight Zoroark deck, is at a certain point you have to attack, but that's not always a good idea. And also, don't pay attention to how my Mega Absol has a blank space for the damage counters, because again, PTCGL is such a well-made game. This is going in the YouTube video because it's kind of showing off how this isn't just about perioding all over your opponent. This list also gives you access to Claw of Darkness. So Claw of Darkness is a lot more important in this list compared to any Absol list you've ever played before. Like, even if you play the Kangaskhan one, yeah, see, they got nothing to copy. And I guess this is just a... What do we got in there? We have a Badoo and an Energy. Seems like we should... Wait, how many times did they trade last turn? They traded twice, so it seems like they don't have much going on. I think we just use Lily's Determination. That's great. Thank you. And then we get rid of our balls. No, I think we have to get rid of Zerosic. As funny as Zerosic is, I think this is the correct play. You know, as funny as it would be, I think this is the correct play. And, I mean, I could build up like a Pheasant Skibidi or something. But I believe it's just Claw of Darkness. They're gonna obviously do the thing with the dude. Ooh, they got nothing in their hand right now. So let's go put that there. So obviously they're gonna go for the Reshiram. Obviously I could have played things differently and taken a knockout of the Zoroark, and that would have been funny. But I want to give them hope, right? You want to give them a little bit of hope and then snatch it right away. Snatch it away. Because right now they're thinking, oh, all I got to do is get my one Reshiram that's definitely not prized, and then we can win, because Trust Your Pilot's an idiot. It's like, no. Trust Your Pilot is a crazy person. And King Super Smacks, clearly you're not subscribed to Trust Your Pilot on YouTube, because he's been saying this for the past 2 months, and then everybody the day that it comes out has the Shock Pikachu face. But if you didn't know, they fixed Mega Gengar last night. The PTCGL dev had to work from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to fix the issue that they created. So, I mean, you feel kind of bad for them for having to work until 8 p.m. on a Friday night, unless they work from home, but even then. But it's just like, it's the problem they created, right? I don't feel bad for them for that reason. Like, it's the problem they created. This is an easy win. That's a goated counter catcher. All right, so let's play with our balls a little bit. Let's get another Mega Absol. We're going to knock out the one on the bench, because again, we want to give them hope. You have to give your opponent hope at all times. But we're going to knock out the one on the bench. We're going to set up another Mega Absol. And this is why you can't just play Zoroark on its own. You have to play Zoroark with Gengar right now. Do not just play Zoroark on its own. That's a very bad idea. You want to get your period and Can I just stop with the period jokes? Come on. This is a family-friendly, grown-up stream for mature adults, and just because I like mature women doesn't mean that I have to... Wait, where was I going with that? And King Super Smacks, I recommend you check out Trust Your Pilot's YouTube channel, and you'll have all the answers about what came out. And you could even check out Trust Your Pilot's Mega Gengar gameplay video to really find out what's happening. Or you can just follow Trust Your Pilot on Twitter. What's my favorite special energy artwork? I think the counter energy from Crimson Invasion, because or the double colorless from Shiny Legend. And I can have your periods. I'll pass. I've thought about I'll pass. You can keep them. I only like terminal periods. I don't like regular old run-of-the-mill periods that are boring. Well, that was fun. That was a great game. Thanks. Thanks for the game, RCF. Are you? Oh, and it was Gardevoir. We would have won that one too. That's not very nice. Okay, so Taito. Oh yeah, that one's absolutely going in the video. Damn straight. Yeah, Super Boost is pretty good, but I'm thinking more of cards that I used, right? Super Boost wasn't really used as much as it should have. Like Ignition Energy and Reversal Energy are much more popular. Like Counter Energy, I played thousands of games probably with that, with Counter Energy and my Tapu Koko spread. It was so much fun. And then the double colorless from, I think, Sun and Moon Base and Shining Legends, that's always goated too. Okay, so if I'm going first, I think we just send up the monkey, right? Well, we didn't start any energy. That sucks. Yeah, I was hoping we'd get, a playable start, but it obviously... Okay, so this probably isn't a mirror match. This is probably just Gardevoir again. Yeah, I think this is Gardevoir. So I'm going to write down that this is Gardevoir. If I'm wrong, you can clap me on the cheeks. Okay, great. Artisan is great. Missing the energy attachment is really bad, though. And I have a bunch of other lists. Some of them have energy switch and stuff, which is really good. But you already know they probably have the darkness energy just without the earthen vessel. Oh, they didn't get earthen vessel, so they're playing lilies. But that is crazy, though, that they just start the secret box. Isn't that crazy? Oh, we're facing Guardy. Oh, I don't have a starting supporter. Good thing I have freaking secret box in my hand. At least they didn't get rid of any energy. Okay, so they attached a Psychic, so they're going to go for a Mind Bend. That's really good. That's really good for us. I mean, obviously they want a TM Evolution, but they're having a pretty... Oh, well, they didn't have it. They just had the secret box, and then they got it. And we're going to win because my Monkey Dory... Look, my Monkey Dory's Mega Evolve. Theirs isn't. Okay, there's an Iron Bundle. Wait, I'm just going to... Wait, what's the point of the Iron Bundle? Wait, why would you prioritize the bundle in this situation? Wouldn't a third Ralts have made more sense? Or a second Monkey Dory? Okay, I think we win this one, right? Okay, so I have Arven, so we can go and get Badoo. How do I do this? How do I Badoo this? If I get Air Balloon and Buddy Poffin... But then we miss another turn of energy, which is really bad. But, you know, we can try to make this work. You know, we can shut off their items. We just go for Buddy Buddy Puffin, Air Balloon. I think we have to play the long game against Gardevoir here. So let's go Air Balloon. I'm only going to get one Badoo. Yeah, because I mean, they could come up and slap me in the balls, but that's okay. I don't mind getting slapped like that. All right, well, let's Itchy Pollen. They can pass some damage back with the Monkey Dory. They did have a rough start where they, you know, had no supporters in their starting hand, but they had Secret Box. So, you know, you got to feel bad for that Gardevoir player. And there's the Mystery Garden, which is useless right now. If they Iron Bundle, we just go into the Monkey Dory with the Air Balloon. But yeah, this is a rough start. Having 2 turns of no darkness energy to just attach to Monkey Dory. This is why other lists have energy switch, is for situations like this where you can go Toxel to a dark... Toxel to, you know, itself. If things are going terribly, you can just Toxel to yourself. And then energy switch. Well, that's interesting. I guess we go Arvin for Ultra Ball and... Huh. This is a tough call because I'm not quite sure what we're going to want. So let's get rid of Pecharunt EX and Fartazon. We're going to go get our first Toxtricity. Still no energy, by the way. All right, so let's start building up the Mega Absol, I guess. You know, you don't necessarily want to be doing this super duper early. But we're shutting off their items, so we know for a fact that they're not going to be able to do very much right away. And next turn, we could always do Claw of Darkness and try to do some things. But I think this is going to be, you know, a take your time situation. You only have 3 energy. Wait, what? No, there should be 10 energy in the deck. Yeah. Okay, good. PDCGL, maybe it just didn't show up. Or maybe we prize 6 energy or something. But if they can't find a Kirlia, we just kind of win. Yeah, so Badoo is really, really good. Obviously, they're going to try to target my Badoo, but it's not going to work. Because they only have the 1 monkey. They need a second monkey if they want to win this game. Lively Stadium would turn their Cleffa into 110 hit points. But yeah, I'm going to cut this out of the video. So I'll skip ahead to the juicy bits. Everyone likes the juicy bits, don't they? Press 1 if you enjoy the juicy bits. All right, so we attach to this monkey. And yeah, I guess it's just play with our balls, go get a second Toxtricity. Now we're fully throated and goated. You gotta love that. I think until they get a Kirlia, we don't bother doing anything, right? Okay, so we want to spread the damage around a little bit. So I think we put 2 on the Ralts, and then yeah, we want to save the Toxtricity. We'll just go Itchy Pollen. And then next turn, we have all of the things, right? We can knock out the Ralts. All right, well, that's a Kirlia. So I'm trying to figure out what the strategy should be here, right? Like I should probably wait until they take a knockout. Right? We are waiting a little bit here, but I feel like I should wait until they take a knockout before I truly do anything. And I can always Pokegear for bosses, right? If I Pokegear for bosses and get it... Oh, they're going for a Mind Bend. Oh, man. Okay, so we can still... If we just get a bosses and an energy, I think we win the game. Well, we didn't get the bosses, but we can Arvin for Countercatcher if they go for a Mind Bend. I don't think they're going for a Mind Bend. There's no way. There's no way you just mind-bended me. Okay, so we just won the game. YouTube audience, I know that we're jumping into this very late into the game, but you're welcome. Let's just say this is another Gardevoir game. I just mounted it and bedid them for a very long time, and it was very boring. But this is hilarious. Okay, so we go Sinister Surge. They should not have taken that knockout. We are running low on energy. So I have to go Arvin. We have to do the Arvin counter catcher play first. There's the counter gain, doesn't matter. And then watch how amazing I am at Pokemon cards. Look at this. Look at how good Trust Your Pilot is at Pokemon cards. Isn't he the best? Everyone say in the comments, Trust Your Pilot is the best at Pokemon. Boom. See? See, that's how you make a Gardevoir player oh god, PDC Gel's a well-made game, isn't it? So that's how you make a Gardevoir player concede. You let them take a knockout, then you counter catcher their Kirlia and monkey around with their Ralts. And that's how you do it. And that's how you punish a freaking Gardevoir player for not believing in the fart of the cards. Actually, I don't think that... that's not going to go on the YouTube video. That wasn't, you know, I was thinking that was going to go a little bit longer. That's what she said. But I think that, you know, I was expecting the game to continue. So maybe I shouldn't have been so good. That's my curse, is being too good at Pokemon cards. Yeah, I think that was a mistake, was winning. It was a big mistake, was winning the game. And yeah, was it your alt or something? Was it your alt Never Gonna Let Me Down that responded to when I said, oh, the handsomest PDC Jail YouTuber said that Mega Gengar and Diancie are out on Thursday, and then someone replied, I don't remember when For the Win said that. Was that you? And Seabass? Oh my god, it's Zoroark again. Yeah, you only need one because you have all the Toxtricity, so it's not a big deal. This is a bit of an unfortunate start for us. We don't really have a lot of good things happening here. And we prized our... Wait, did we? Yeah, we prized our Bravery Charm. That's fine. I think this is just a situation where we buddy poffin for double Toxel. We got the Fez. We got the Pecharunt. We have Monkey Dory. We only have 2 Toxtricity. But I think this is just the safest course of action. It's not my favorite course of action, but I think it's the safest. So we go attach to you... Air Balloon the Toxel, just in case they INO us into nothing. And then we shut off their items. Very simple stuff. Obviously, the alternate strategy there is I go for Nest Ball Monkey Dory. But I think prioritizing the Toxel makes more sense. Oh, okay. Oh. All right, then. I see you're having some troubles over there. You know, I can get my terminal period going really easily. Seems like you're struggling in that department. So let's go for Nest Ball and another... Actually, I guess, yeah, I should have gone for the Air Balloon. But that's fine. You know, whatever. We're playing the long game here. I could have also grabbed Pecharunt. But we're having fun. We're having fun at their expense. And we're thinning out the deck. We're prepping ourselves for the rest of the game. They're one Itchy Pollen away from me just destroying a Zoroark. And turns out Badoo is actually really good when they don't have their own Monkey Dory and they don't get off to an insane start. And another boss. You saw me get the Air Balloon. you saw me get the Air Balloon. Okay, well, we're doing this again apparently. You know, yeah, I got out of it again. Oh, what the hell is this hand? Can somebody explain to me what the hell this hand is, please? So we attach to you. Especially when they grab their balls. Their balloons. Alright, I mean, if Badoo can 4-shot a Zorua, that seems pretty good for us. Now, the question is, can we win? They're out of bosses, I would assume. They probably have like a counter catcher or something. I would not scratch, unless you have to scratch your balls, and that's totally fine. And how is this hand worse? Okay, well, I mean, we get a Toxtricity. We have Viper, which could take the knockout if we top deck a Toxtricity. So remember, this guy does 240 with Mega Absol in play. So I can either give this a period, or I can Viper it. Obviously, I'm going to period all over it, because that's the funniest thing. All right, well, let's period all over it. Press 1 if you want me to period all over this guy. And then we get rid of that and that. We have to go find our Toxtricity. It's a little unfortunate that we're losing... Wait, I have energy, right? And for the win... Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to period all over them. My period is surging right now. And... yeah, I guess we just pass the 20 over to the Zorua. I don't know why we're facing, like, multiple Zoroark decks today. That's kind of weird. And I have seen a couple people running around. When I was testing Mega Absol, things didn't go great because people were running Mist Energy. It was all these Dust Noir decks that had everything they needed every single turn. Badoo was getting just bodied right away. But for the win, how are you doing today? I'm going to win this one for you. We're going to just beat off all the Zoroark players today. It'll be the one nice thing that happens to them in their entire lives. And I don't think they're here. So I don't think they want to be in a YouTube video. Well, this is the fun part about being a YouTuber, is that your opponent's not here, so I'll take that off the list. And Badoo, yeah, with all the Monkey Dory running around, people are running less Badoo, which is nice. Yeah, they rage quit. So try not to get starstruck or anything, but I am in the top 22% of Marvel Snap players in the world. In case you didn't know, I'm almost in the top 20% of Marvel Snap players. Yeah. Try to hold back your excitement. And well, Zoroark with Gengar, but you can't play Gengar at Lily because Gengar's not out yet in tournament play. And I think Pumpkin Amy made day 2. How come you didn't go competitive for the win? You could have seen so many people's feet. You could have seen all the feet. And Walking Plane, clearly you're not following me on... Oh, okay. Clearly you're not following me on Twitter. Or you didn't watch the VOD, which is even more disappointing. So, yeah, I'm going to tweet this out on Monday. Where is it? Yeah, we hear the community feedback that live is playing an increasingly important role in tournament preparation. And the tweet is, it's been 4 years and you're just now realizing that it plays an important role in people testing their decks? 4 years takes you to figure out that this is the only way to test your decks? So yes, they did fix Gengar last night with emergency routine maintenance. And Kite Pyro, terribly. People keep rage quitting, and I can't get a YouTube video out of it. And TQ, yeah. But Marvel Snap, it's just, I'm getting a little bored of it because getting new cards costs a lot. It's not easy to get new cards. It is quite a bit of a grind. Like, unless you want to spend a ton of money, but then you still have to log in every single freaking day, and that's really annoying too. Conquest of G. Well, that would require... Like, it'd be nice if Pokemon TCG Live did something like a best of 3 format, a crazy best of 3 format that no other game has ever had. A best of 3 format with a sideboard. That'd be pretty cool. Right? But then I think it would be abused a little bit too much. I start Monkey Dory every time. I think it might be abused a little bit too much, though, because there's so many cards that hard counter certain cards. Like, if you wouldn't put Psyduck in your deck, but then if you face a Dust Noir player, you'd just be like, okay, I'm just going to swap out this one card for Psyduck and now I win. Or if you're facing a pure fire deck, you could put that Dax Bun in your deck. Right? If you're facing Cerule Edge, like what we're doing right now, you just put a Dax Bun in your deck. Oh, I win. As long as I can deal with your Solrock. So I think it would be good, but they'd have to completely change around like the entire landscape of the game, because there's so many cards that they print to just stop cards. So it's not like Magic where a sideboard makes sense because, you know, you might have a really bad matchup and you need to try to help yourself out. But like Magic, card draw doesn't really exist in, you know, you can't just go shuffle draw 8 turn 1 in Magic. So it is a little different in that respect. And I respect women every night. So yeah, unfortunately, it's something I've wanted. And I think it'd be cool if, like, they banned certain cards from being in your sideboard. It is a good thought experiment. So is the woman Frankenstein that I made. No, that's not a good joke. Yeah, I agree. I think a 3 is generous because it was like spelled differently. All right. Well, we are facing Cerule Edge, and what's really cool is they failed to get anything down turn 1. And I guess it's just go get a Toxel, because we have to prioritize Toxel for this matchup. We don't really need anything else, because if they hit into me with their Solrock, that's good. And, of course, we get a Buddy Poffin, which is fine. We only have 2 Toxtricity unless there's one in the hand. Okay, so then we go get a Badoo. We Air Balloon, because this is actually a pretty good turn here. We shut off their items. We put a little bit of damage on them. And then we go get another Monkey Dory. Shut off their items, so now they have to just naturally draw into what they need. Obviously, Badoo's getting knocked out. But that's okay. Because we can always use Seviper to knock out the Solrock. Which isn't necessarily good. But, you know, having a Toxtricity prize isn't the greatest thing in the world. And there's the Charcadet, because of course they got it. And there's the Legacy Energy, which does not matter. Remember, we go through that effect. Aw, you're going after a stupid Toxel? You can suck my butt, bro. That's mean. All right, well, let's, yeah, we basically do get a free turn. Okay, so that goes there. I mean, I don't think it's worth it to put 1 Toxel back in, especially when I only have 1 left. And we could Bravery Charm the Badoo. Oh, I should have put the Toxel back. I should have put the Toxel back because now we have nothing. Now nothing good is happening. All right, well, Itchy Pollen time, baby. Why can you play? No, Mega Absol. Mega Absol goes through Legacy Energy. So yeah, we got super boned. We got boned by PTCGL there, that's for sure. Yeah, we just period all over them. So PTCGL is bonering us right now, which is it's not as fun as you might think it is. Oh my god, how is this happening? How back-to-back turns? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Back-to-back turns with bosses, and No items. That's insane. All right, well, I have to super rod. Oh, I guess I go unfair stamp. Yeah, I guess, and then we just go, yeah, I guess counter gain. I don't know if this is the correct call, but it's what we have to do. So you're gonna get that, and then I hit him with the unfair stamp, and hopefully we get super rod. All we have to do is get super. Oh, we got nice stretcher. That's not quite what I wanted, but I'll take it. All right, so there's a Toxel. Okay, and then, yeah, I guess we cycling road just to get a card. Well, that's a card. Yeah, okay. Let's get the Toxel. Yeah, so I do have some options now. The question is, do I want them to knock out the Badoo, or do I want them to maybe hit into my Mega Absol and maybe screw them over that way? I mean, unfair stamp is never a lie, right? I think this is the correct play. I think this is the correct play because it prevents them from, you know, playing their items this turn to get out of that. And if they take the knockout, I can INO them. So let's say they do get Carmine. Yeah, let's say they do get out of this, which they're about to do. I can Claw of Darkness, and maybe that'll be enough. Oh my god. I was hoping that they would have to, I don't know, dig a little bit for the Cerule Edge or something. You know, crazy me thinking, oh, they might have to try a little bit to get what they need. Clearly that was dumb. Okay, that's cool. Love that. Okay, so what can I do now? I can Seviper. If I can get a Seviper, and then we can KO the Cerule Edge. But I think what I have to do is just attach to the Seviper, counter catcher up the Cerule Edge, put him down to 3 cards, and then we just have to hope for double Toxtricity. Oh god, yeah, just need that good old double Toxtricity. Oh, you know, the double Toxtricity. Whatever, just win the game. You know what? Let's just terminal period. We just have to hope for double Toxtricity. We didn't get Lively Stadium. We didn't get a Ultra Ball. We didn't get a Toxtricity. We didn't get anything. We got absolutely nothing. Maybe they don't have a KO. I haven't done the math. I think they're at 230. Okay. I think that's good. I think they're potentially, because they can't hit into me. They have to take a knockout if they want to hit into me. They're going to hyper blow me? Oh, right. I forgot about that. All right. Well, I guess I give you the... I mean, the only way that I win... No, I can give them a Monkey Dory. I can give them the monkey and still knock out the active. It's just obviously not going to be great. Okay, so we have Boses. I want to knock out Cerule Edge. I think we knock out this Cerule Edge first. There's 230. Yeah, like if I got Lively Stadium, then maybe we could talk, but that's not happening right now. There's a Petron EX. Yeah, you're not doing anything. Okay, so let's go. Oh my god. I think what I do is I don't think we can win because I needed to have, I think, the Bravery Charm on the Absol. Oh, I guess we can get a second Absol. But I think another Pheasantipity probably makes more sense. Okay. I have hopefully put myself in a position where we can do something. We are in a position where we can maybe do something. All right, let's flip the script. Oh, funny how all these super rods are showing up now. All right, then we go boom. That goes there. I have to retreat into Viper. We go Monkey Dory the Cerule Edge. Can I bring this one back from the brink? Am I an armored truck? Can we bring this back from the brinks? All right, let's do that. We're going to go get another Toxtricity. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to use this Absol. I think if we want to win, I'm going to have to use that Absol. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to obviously have to Bravery Charm it. All right. And then, yeah, we just go Pitch Black Fangs. And then we can knock out the Cerule Edge next turn with Monkey Dory Pings. And then we can maybe knock out their other Cerule Edge. They're most likely going to get a Charcadet. Oh my god. Okay, that doesn't actually matter. If I can take a turn where I knock out both Cerule Edge, the boss's orders mean absolutely nothing. We can absolutely do this. So then I don't need to have the other Mega... Oh no, we do need the other Mega Absol, which I don't know... There's a Charcadet. Yeah, I think this might come down to whether or not I get bosses. Or whether or not I get Bravery Charm, sorry. Whether or not I get Bravery Charm here. Well, I didn't need the bosses. I was... Okay, yeah, okay, so we go Pheasant's Gibbety. There's the Bravery Charm. So I'm going to need 1, 2, and then we can knock out the dude. All right, so Toxtricity. We want to thin out the energy. Yep, that's going to go there. Things are, you know, I know we didn't get lucky before. We're going to have to get a little bit lucky here. That is for sure. We're going to have to get a little bit lucky in order to win this game. So that's going to go there. I want to Pokegear. Please give me a supporter. There's an Arven. I don't think we have an Earthen Vessel. Oh, I haven't even taken a prize yet. I haven't realized. Oh, I haven't even taken a prize card yet. Well then, that's interesting. All right, so we bring up this guy. And yeah, we have to bring up this guy. I have to Super Rod 3 energy back in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have to do that. And then I have to Iono them. Okay, and then we just need to get it 1 energy. 1 energy is all we need to win this game. Thank you. And we got the Lively Stadium too, which is fun on the bun. All right, so let's go. Knock out Mr. Legacy Energy. 1, 2, 3. You're knocked out. And then we hit him with the Claw of Darkness to leave them with a 0-card hand. Because how do you Iono proof? How do you make PDC Jill not screw you over with making Iono a lie? You get rid of their entire freaking hand. How do you make sure Iono isn't a lie? You get rid of their entire freaking hand. Oh, see? PDCGL tried. PDCGL tried everything to screw me over. PDCGL, yeah. Walking Plane, you were right. They had the boss. They were like, oh, I got it, bro. What are you going to do? Claw of Darkness. You know, terminal period is not as important as it used to be. You know, getting your period is not as important as you might think. All right, and then we go... Yeah, we go 1, 2, 3. And I hit him with the old... Yeah, we're just going to attach that there. Retreat. So we retreat off the 2 energy. Go into this guy. Give them another 0-card hand. And Claw of Darkness. Obviously, the card in their hand isn't very good. Boom. That actually would have potentially given them what they needed, because they could have gone Earthen Vessel away, whatever their top deck was. Go get a Fighting, draw 3, get Pheasantipity, and win the game. So we're putting them in a situation where you might say I clawed my way back. You might say I clawed my way back. So it's like, how do you stop PDCG? What the crap? How do you stop? Okay, How do you stop PDCGL from screwing you over with an INO to 1? Well, you make sure that INO to 1 is an INO to 0. Can I get a bosses? Could I have a bosses, please? All right, so is this honestly a situation? I think, okay, we're going to check the deck. I think I have to do this. Oh, I can't. Because I was going to Pheasantipity the Char Cadet. That was my entire strategy, was I Pheasantipity the Char Cadet, because they can still win if they just get it like that. But of course, we get INO'd into exactly the stuff that we can't have. If we just got 1 energy, we could have secured the entire victory. We could have guaranteed a victory. Well, if they top deck Blood Moon, that's fine. But if I, like, again, PDCGL goes out of its way to screw me over. As long as I don't get INO'd into 2 energy, we can just Pheasantipity their Char Cadet and win the game. What did I get INO'd into? There we go. Okay, we still won. But, like, PDCGL did everything in its power to make me lose this game. But this is why. You know, people question my decisions all the time. Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Because I know that I am not only beating off my opponent, I'm also battling PDCGL and the PDCGL dev. So that's why I make some nonsensical decisions sometimes, is because I have to PDCGL proof my game, because they do everything. Oh my god, look at all those toes. And this was, hey, that was just good gameplay. Right, that was just good gameplay by your friendly neighborhood trust your pilot. All right, so let's go. I guess we'll go back to this one if things don't go well. But what's so special about this one? Yeah, this one has the Toxtricity and the Punk Helmet. Let's just try the Punk Helmet build. I don't think it's very good, but I just want to see if Punk Helmet is anything. Oh, I did make it to Ultra Lead, by the way. If you're wondering, I did make it to Ultra Lead during my testing. So if you're wondering why we're facing slightly more top-end opponents, that's why. Because I'm just too good. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, you could watch Lily, and you could watch Last Format, or you could watch Trust Your Pilot absolutely obliterate people in the new 3-week format. I'm going second, so you actually promote the Toxel, I think, in this situation, hoping you didn't prize multiple Toxel. Okay. I think we win, right? I'm pretty sure I win this matchup. We just go attach and end turn, right? We just go attach and end turn. If I had an Arvin, obviously I'd go get Super Rod. No, I think, honestly, I think we go Town Store for Air Balloon. Yeah, we need the Air Balloon just to be safe. And end turn. So yes, it is Wug Trio Mill. We just basically have to survive a couple turns and we'll be okay. Because I can Claw of Darkness them a bunch. We can actually Claw of Darkness next turn if we get an Energy and a Toxtricity off of INO. Leah, Professor Cuck is the only correct option. Professor Kukui is the only correct option if you're playing Research now. It does cost a lot to craft it because they classify it as a promo. And most promos are 400 credits to craft unless it's like EXs and stuff. So it does cost an arm and a foot and the toes, but it's worth it. All right, there's the Wug Trio Ignition. As long as they don't flip 3 heads and get rid of 3 Toxtricity and 6 energy, we will win this game. Well, that's a Wug Trio player for you. Well, they got rid of an Ultra Ball, which is kind of annoying, but they did lose an Ignition energy in the process. Absolutely goated. If we get an Ultra Ball, we win the game. If we get an Ultra Ball, that's GG. Seriously? Really? All we needed was an Ultra Ball. That's it. Just we have Toxtricity in the deck. We have Ultra Ball in the deck. That's all we needed. We have 2 Toxtricity. We have 2 Ultra Ball. All right, well, I can't take anything because we just have to go end turn. Now that I think about it, I probably should have gone for Pecharunt EX. That was my bad. So if they mill the Pecharunt EX, we just Night Stretcher for it, obviously. But I don't know if they can win this one. Unless they hit all of their crushing hammers. Yeah, that doesn't really matter because I have more stadiums and stuff. But I think we can win just by running them out of resources. They have to hope that they hit all my stadiums. And I also have, Monkey Dory. And I can just attack with Toxtricity. So it's not a big deal. Okay, well, we lost the Toxtricity, which is actually good for me. Nice try, buddy, but you lose. You have lost the game. You have activated my trap card. And if you're wondering, oh, Pilot, how are you going to not lose to like a something card? What does Darkrai do? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. You'll all see. And then we go get Pecharunt EX, and then we win the game. All right, and then we go Subjugating Chains. Get that guy up there. And if you're wondering, how are you going to use Monkey Dory, Trust Your Pilot? Trust Your Pilot, how are you going to use Monkey Dory to win? Exactly. Exactly. This is exactly how we do it. All right, so we just get rid of all their energy, and that's game. I could have gotten rid of the Hilda, but I kind of want to just run them out of all of their energy. And now I can bench a Monkey Dory and attach an energy to Monkey Dory, and then we just slowly whittle away their Wug Trio. So it's not an exciting game, but even if the neutralization zone sticks, we can win just by running them out of all of their resources and just by doing the thing. So actually, neutralization zone is going to lose them this game, which is hilarious. Because if I don't take a prize, they can't use reversal energy. So they were a little premature. It's like me on Saturday nights with Mistress Paddlebottom. They were a little premature, but luckily that's why you pay her, not to judge. Because, they probably don't play judge. They probably have like INO and unfair stamp and stuff. Oh, actually, no unfair stamp. Yeah, we're going to out-mill the mill deck. See, they've lost all hope. All their hope has been abandoned. We're just going to Claw of Darkness. So yeah, they screwed up. They made an oopsie in their pants again. And if they happen to Crushing Hammer away the energy, that's fine. Because I'll just go Pecharunt into Toxtricity, Toxtricity to the Mega Absol, retreating to the Mega Absol, and win the game. And they rage quit. They absolutely rage quit. Oh, this is beautiful. We're making people rage quit all day. I can't remember the last time I've made this many people rage quit. This is kind of unprecedented. Just like what happens when you get impeached, am I right? You're unprecedented, huh? And if anybody that zone was a little premature. But if anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask me, because we're gonna have to wait for them to time out, because PDC Jail's a well-made game. And no, you can't ask about the Darkrai. The Darkrai, that's a secret. Yeah, see, this is why you need to play things like Wug Trio on your own, is you need to know how to beat them. Right? You can't know how to beat yourself off unless you can't know how to beat off other people until you learn how to beat yourself off. Oh, my feet are dripping right now, Shiny Ray. They are absolutely dripping. But again, this is why PDCGL needs that check button, because the game is so horribly coded. They need to add a new feature that's impossible to make. There we go. Oh my god, I'm just trying to make a YouTube video. Like, I can get one more game and I'll have enough to scrape a video together, but like, I'm trying to entertain the thousands of people who are going to watch it. You know, the, 50 people, 63 people who are here? I don't care about you. No one's even, the only person who gifted a sub today was never going to let me down. And that's only because they sold a Pokemon card to a gullible person who thinks ink printed on cardboard has value. Well, yeah, you're 69 and that's cool. You know, no, you should always be 69 and. What the hell is this? All right, so yeah, we're just testing out Punk Helmet. What the hell is that? Okay, we don't have Psyduck. We should probably put Psyduck in the deck. But, you know, it's fun when you don't. Exactly. Okay, so this is really bad. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that is 100% true. That's not a question. That's a definite. Yeah, so if you don't concede and you just close the app, the game thinks you're still there. It can't register that you've left, because PDCGL is a very well-made game. Yeah, it's like just closing the game. You know, you could just a couple button presses. All right, so if they go for a Duskull, we're kind of screwed, but they're not going for a Duskull, so we might be fine. Oh yeah, it's 100% true. I think we take a page out of their book and just do the thing. Oh, we don't have an air balloon. Oh, it's in our hand. Okay, I was like, we don't have an air balloon. No, it's just in our hand. Punk Helmet, I don't know. I don't know about Punk Helmet. We're going to try it out, though. Okay, so we go Buddy Puffin for, oh, there's no Badoo in this list. That's fine, because I have a way around that. We're going to do something really cool. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to see why the Darkrai is in this deck? Because I'm about to make them cry. About to make them cry so hard they get their terminal period. I should probably have gotten a card that I could actually use, but don't worry about it. So there's a couple reasons why I want to test out the Darkrai. First off is that. That's pretty cool. Second off is Night Cyclone. So you load this up with energy and then move all energy to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. So you can take a Naked Monkey and power it up immediately with Darkrai. So I think this is like maybe a one of in the deck. I put 2 in here just to really test it out, but I think this card has a place in this archetype. Because it puts 20 damage into play, it puts them to sleep, so it could buy you a turn, which is obviously crucial. It works with Punk Helmet, which I'm not sure Punk Helmet's actually that useful. You know, Bravery Charm's probably better, or Psyduck or something. But I think Night Cyclone is a very underrated attack, because you just Toxtricity all of your dudes to it, and then it just moves all the energy, and you have all your Monkey Door. You can power up 2 Monkey Door, you can power up an Absol, you can do whatever you want. And we are just taking a prize, which is really cool. Unfortunately, we don't have much going on. Actually, we don't have anything going on. And then next turn, they're going to start doing all the things. They're going to probably knock out Toxel. I can go get a Monkey Dory, and then we're going to have to, unfortunately, probably put Pheasantipity into play. Which is not what I want. But Punk Helmet, so yeah, it's just Rocky Helmet, or I guess it's just Vengeful Punch. But the difference between Vengeful Punch and Punk Helmet is that if this Badoo were to hit into me, the Badoo would get knocked out. So in a sense, it was almost bad that I, you know, couldn't play my items this turn, or that I put it to sleep. But it's a very interesting card. It's just, if they hit into you, then that's what happens. Oh, we could also do nothing this turn. Okay, well, there's another. We don't need another one. Let's go Toxtricity, and then I think we Monkey Dory. Go get Monkey Dory. And then I have to, unfortunately, leave the bench space open for Fez. Yeah, I mean, I could... I don't know. I think we honestly just go end turn. I know it's crazy, but I think we just go end turn. And then they flip heads. Because I can knock out that Badoo whenever I want. They can obviously knock out my Darkrai, which is bad if they get the Dust Noir. But I think most likely they're just going to go like Dragapult, Dusclops, knock out a Toxel, or, you know, Hawlucha, knock out a Toxel, or double KO a Toxel. I just didn't want to give them a turn where they can go Counter Catcher. Right, a Counter Catcher in this situation would be very, very bad for me. Because then it's just double KO Toxel, or they knock out Toxtricity, and then they can Dust Noir the other Toxel, and then Hawlucha KO. They could do a million things. Obviously, they can still activate Counter Catcher, but they have to blow up the Dusclops, and then that's not great for them. It guarantees one Toxel will survive. So just, you know, I'm usually all gas, no brakes, but sometimes you just gotta... I'm all gas, no brakes in, but sometimes you just gotta do nothing. Sometimes nothing is the way to go. I do wish I could have attached energy to the active Darkrai. That would have been pretty cool. Wouldn't have minded that. But let's see if they're paying attention. Let's see if they're paying attention, or if they value shutting off my items more than they value that Badoo. Because what they can obviously do is just knock out my Darkrai and then send up a Dracloak. And then what am I going to do? Dark Slumber their Dracloak, which they can just wake up next turn by evolving? And they're going for Hilda. So this essentially means they're going to do nothing. Unless they really want to force the issue here. But if they force the issue, they are leaving themselves open to getting perioded on. Oh, we can give them a huge period right now, unless they blow up the Dusclops. So if they blow up the Dusclops, knock out Darkrai and Toxel, and don't leave any damage counters... Oh no, then we still have the Punk Helmet. So the Punk Helmet maybe is a good card. Maybe I underestimated you, Punk Helmet. Okay, well, that's not good. That's concerning. And they did that, so they're going to go for the Darkrai top. Oh, they're knocking out the Monkey. Oh, that's much smarter. Okay. That's actually very, very smart, going for the Monkey in this situation. Oh, man, yeah, that's actually really bad, because we prized the second Monkey. If we had the second Monkey Dory, everything would be hunky-dory. But, of course, the other monkey's prized. And this is the exact matchup where it can't be prized. You know, if I could choose one thing, hey, how about it doesn't get prized? Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. All right, so... I mean, I can Night Cyclone, but then I can't Fez and Skibidi. That's the problem, is that if I do that, I can't Fez and Skibidi, and we have to be able to play the game. It's the terrible part of the Pokemon trading card game, is you have to be able to play the game. Well, we can't even do that. Well, we can't even do that. Unless there's an unfair stamp. Nope, there's a Hero's Cape. I made a big oopsie in my pants. Okay, yeah, let's, oh, I had a Super Rod in my hand already. That's fine. Okay, so then we go Darkrai, Dory, Energy. And I think we just put Darkrai into play. Sinister Surge. 1 onto the Darkrai. I'll put a Bravery Charm on the Fez. And then we hit him with the old Dark Slumber. Yeah, this seems terrible, doesn't it? All right, so yeah, seems terrible, but it's what we got to do. And Jenna, what did you do? Did you subscribe to Trust Your Pilot, all of his channels on YouTube? Did you subscribe to every single one of Trust Your Pilot's channels on YouTube? Because that would be a very good thing. And I'll be honest, I tested Darkrai a couple times, and every single time, Dark Slumber flipped tails. Like the first time. The second time, obviously, they didn't on the Badoo. But that's kind of goated. And if we top deck a playable supporter, a quarter of our deck is cards that I could really, really use right now. How many channels I got? I got 3. I got 3, bro. I got well, I mean, the gaming channel, there's a couple more videos on the gaming channel that I was really hoping, oh man, these videos are going to do really well. That, oh, can I beat Pokemon Shield only using Tackle? Took me 50 hours to do that, and I spent $50 on the thumbnail. That did not, we're still close to 800 views. You know, when I upload this video, within an hour, it'll get the same amount of views as a video that I spent, you know, a ton of money and a ton of hours on. Whereas this, I just took my stream recording and cut it down, and the YouTube audience is going to eat it up like it's slop. Wait, no, sorry, the Twitch audience eats it up like it's slop. The YouTube audience eats it up like it's caviar on my toes. That's what I meant. And Razor, I'm going to start uploading the VODs to the VODs channel, because I was incorrect. It's 1,000 subs you need, not 500 to start earning ad revenue. That was my bad. I didn't read the announcement when they made it like last year, like, oh, you only need 500 subs to start making money on YouTube. Yeah, it's channel memberships. It's the channel memberships you can earn. All right, that's a monkey. Oh man, a Ruffian would go so hard right now. A Ruffian, get rid of a special energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon. That would be so cool. All right, if I could please get a playable card, that would be great. Trust Your Pilot would like a playable card. I wonder if they're going to put the damage on the Toxel. A playable card would be great. Well, that's damage on the Fezandipity, and that's really bad because they can bosses it next turn. All right, I may have to put it to sleep again. That's not a playable card, but I guess we'll take it. All right, so Hero's Cape on you, and then Toxtricity, Sinister Surge. All right, and then Dark Slumber again. One of these days, we'll be able to play the game. You know, I've played the game about as well as you can without being able to actually play the game. And they keep flipping tails. This is great. Eventually, you know, we're going to keep you asleep long enough where eventually I'm going to be able to take a knockout. Well, actually, I can't because I don't have a Monkey Dory in play because the game hates me. Yeah, like I could Fez the Duskull, or I guess I could Fez the Dracloak. That is an option. We can Fez the Dracloak. But that doesn't seem great. They're going to have a bajillion card hand. We're just kind of waiting. But Darkrai's putting in work. You got to agree. Darkrai is putting in work right now with its sleep. So, I mean, we're proving it right now. Card's kind of good. You don't need 2. Definitely do not need 2 of this thing. All right, so they're going to Dusclops. And then they're going to try to, like, Dusknoir later. But, you know, if we get, like, 6 turns where they don't... Ooh, okay. My God, can I have 1 draw supporter, please? I'll take 1. 1 is fine with me. All right. They don't have a switch. They're not going to have a switch, right? They might have a Turo scenario. Well, there's not going to be a switch in that list. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a choice. Okay. Who are they? Are they just going to knock out the Darkrai and be like, enough of this? Enough of this nonsense. Are they going to knock out my Toxtricity? Who are they going for? They have many options, but you have to question who... Okay, so they're going to set up the Fezandipity then. Because I can't knock out the Dragapult now. Because even if they took a knockout, a Monkey Dory wouldn't do it for us. Yeah, I don't know if I can win. And Clamburglar, well, it's... You only need one Darkrai, right? I think 2 was a little much. Ooh, they're giving us a prize. Who are they going for? I think they're going for Darkrai. Oh, I got some bad news for you, buddy. I got some bad news for you, bro. Something might be waiting for me in this hand. Ooh, that's great. It's a great thing we're not tied on prizes. Okay, so if I go... I think I have to go get the Monkey Dory. They activated Fezandipity, which is really, really good. So how do I play this? You know, this is a very grindy, kind of boring game. So if this makes it in the YouTube video, I'm very sorry. But you wouldn't believe the amount of people who just rage quit here. They don't know how to play, that they're going to concede. I think they're about to concede. Unless they have a Turo in their hand. Unless they have a Turo in their hand, I think they just made an oopsie in their pants. Hey, we got a Toxtricity. Okay. So I want to Artisan Monkey Dory into play. Wait, do I want... No, we have to prioritize the Monkey Dory. And then we want to get an energy. Thank you. Oh my god, still no supporters. Still not a single supporter to be seen anywhere. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Supporters are for ungrateful people, apparently. Okay. I think in this situation, I heal the Fezandipity, right? No, I feel like I have to knock out the Monkey Dory, right? I have to knock out their Monkey Dory, and then we also knock out their Badoo, and then we leave ourselves with 2 prizes? Or, no, better idea. I'm a genius. How about, instead of being stupid, we be smart? Did you ever think about that? I bet you didn't. Bet you didn't think about that. All right, so then we go Claw of Darkness, get rid of a card in their hand. Well, that's an easy choice. Man, I was not expecting to use Claw of Darkness like every game. Like, I haven't been able to period all over anybody. Yeah, being smart was an option? What? So they have to get Monkey Dory energy. I can't remember what was in their hand. It was Night Stretcher. It was Night Stretcher, Dracloak. You know, if this was Magic Arena, it would show their cards and I wouldn't have to take notes. But if I tried to take notes, the counter would get mad at me. Claw of D, Terminal P, baby, yeah. So if they open up a bench... Oh, no, we prized our second Monkey Dory, didn't we? Oh, I don't think I can win. Because we prized our second Monkey Dory, I don't think it's possible for me to win this game. That's unfortunate. Unless I... Yeah, how would I win this game? Okay, so there's a Phantom Dive. That's unfortunate. The way that I win this game is... I can't Claw of Darkness. Okay, that's really good. That's a great top deck. If I give them the Fez, right? If I use Fez to knock out Dracloak. Hang on, is that an option? Okay, so if I go Super Rod, 2 energy, and yeah, we're not gonna Darkrai. Obviously, I have to hope that they don't have a bosses. But if I go Sinister Surge 3 times to Fezandipity, and if I win this game without playing a draw supporter, you have to call me the greatest player ever. I mean, I don't think I'm going to win, but I think this is the only potential line of play that I have. Is, there's probably something I'm missing here. But there's no reason to think. They either have it or they don't. I can play this as perfectly as possible. It doesn't matter. So let's go. That there. We attach to you. I have to heal the Monkey Dory. So let's go Monkey Dory. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I did that is I can't take the risk here that they have another Hawlucha or they Toro the Hawlucha. I can't just heal 10. So I had to heal the Monkey Dory as much as possible. We would have won the game if we didn't prize that. Or we would have won the game if I, was able to get it in the first 50% of prizes. But that was the correct order of operations that I did there. And then because... oh, man. Well, they had it. We take away their draw. We do everything right. Doesn't matter. Oh, man. And yeah, Mr. Leon, I told you. It's a new release. Every time there's new releases, I do Saturday streams. You know that. Okay, so let's take out 1 Darkrai. We have 2 Punk Helmet. We have a Night Stretcher. We have Fartazon. I think maybe Lively Stadium would be fairly decent here. And Ryuigi, that would be smart, but you do want to, prioritize Darkrai a little bit. So we're trying. We're trying. Yeah, I'm just trying it out. Yeah, 3 Monkey I think is optimal because, again, PDC Jail will always try to screw me over. Like, again, if we don't prize the second one, we win. And it's not even a question. There's a really handsome YouTuber who posted every day for the past 2 months saying when things are releasing. This is my least favorite kind of matchup. The matchup where you have no idea what you're facing. All right, let's, what do we got in the hand? We got a Lively Stadium. Let's go for a, yeah, we can get a Darkrai. Let's go get Darkrai. Let's do the thing. And then if they try to get cute and hit into me, we can get Punk all over their butts. All right, then we retreat. Go into Darkrai. Give them the old Dark Slumber. It's just, yeah, they never flip heads. It's crazy. For some reason, Dark Slumber is like the greatest one. I prized the monkey again. YouTube audience, if this makes it in the video, which I never know because I only want to give you the greatest stuff, is I faced Dragapult. If we didn't prize our second Monkey Dory, we win the game. So, of course, not only did we prize the second Monkey Dory, it was the 4th prize we took. And to really add to it, we didn't see a single Lilies or a single Ino the entire game. And you're probably thinking, oh, it must have been a pretty quick game. No, the game literally lasted, 25 minutes? 20 minutes, 25 minutes? Didn't see a single draw supporter. And we would have won if we didn't prize the second Monkey Dory. I would have won without playing a single draw supporter. You should subscribe to the VODs channel to really enjoy that. Oh, God. Okay, so wait, they can't. They can only use Adrenabrain. Oh, they don't realize that they're asleep. They have to Adrenabrain. Okay, so that's potentially unfortunate. They did wake up. Now I have a really big decision to make. I think we still go for another Dark Slumber. All right, so let's go. Huh. Yeah, I guess. Actually, I think it's probably just playing it safe. I think we just play it safe. Let's get rid of the Punch Helmet. I want to go Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory gets that, and then we send it over to the other side. Let's put it on. Actually, I think we put it all there, and then we just go Dark Slumber. So I did kind of deviate from my game plan. They never flip heads. It's crazy. But you can keep with the crazy game plan when they never flip heads on sleep. So they have to get a Darkness Energy for their Monkey Dory on the back. And they got a Morgrim. So even though their Monkey Dory is asleep in the active, they're still doing good things. And that Pheasantipity on the bench is a real kick in the balls here. There's no way they get it. Yeah, there's no way. You're playing Grimmsnarl. You got a Precious Trolley. What were you hoping to get? What were you hoping to get there? You had a Lilies for 8 and you wasted a Pokegear? Do they have like a Turo or something in the deck and they were hoping for the Turo? All right. So yeah, we can make a couple of things happen. They're going to try to knock out the Toxel. But yeah, didn't you say we prized our second Toxtricity or our second Monkey Dory? So that Toxel is not long for this world, I don't think. If we didn't prize our second Monkey Dory, we would, again, be in a situation where we could win. So yeah, apparently you have to play 3 Monkey Dory because PDCGL hates you. Or hates me. Because PDCGL, huge W. All right, they flip tails again. Now the question is, do we put Lively Stadium down? I think the answer is no. There's a Fez. All right, so let's go Ultra Ball away the Fez and the Lively Stadium. We'll keep the Punk Helmet. We'll go for Toxtricity. Yeah, we prized a freaking Monkey Dory for the second game in a row because this game loves me. This game is just like, hey, you're my favorite. You're my favorite streamer. Okay. Yep, that's cool. Really playable hand. Vaguely playable hand at our disposal right now. That's really cool. Love that. Love that playable hand we got right there. All right, well, we just have to hope the Dark Slumber sticks again. If they flip tails again, we can win this game. Even though PDCGL's doing everything, we can win this game. We can absolutely win this game. Even though the Toxtricity is not going to last much longer because we're getting bodied here. But I spread around the damage counters, so now they can't, they have to make a decision. They're probably going to choose to heal the Frostlass. They probably think that I have a second Monkey Dory, and they're probably like, hey, where's your second Monkey Dory, bro? And the answer is, it's hiding. It's hiding from everybody. I would win the game if we had our second Monkey Dory for the second game in a row, I might add. So yes, you cannot get by with 2 Monkey Dory. Do not believe Japanese players. Japanese players lie. So if they put 60, yeah, our Monkey Dory is in trouble. We can always Bravery Charm it if we have to. But I do have access to Night Cyclone, which could be useful. Like, I don't know if it's worth bravery charming the Monkey Dory. Right? Because, number one, we're probably not going to get it. They have... What? What is bro doing? Bro has a... Bro has a Jet Energy and Grimmsnarl. We're getting sauced by somebody with a Jet Energy and Grimmsnarl. I've never seen that before. PDCGL is just like, hey, what's the worst matchup we could give Trust Your Pilot right now? Oh, I know. How about that? Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We got a Lilies, which I don't necessarily want, but sure. Yeah, let's go Lilies for 8. This is looking very Grimmsnarl right now. How did we get 0 energy? Can somebody explain that to me? How did we get 0 energy off of that? Could I have an explanation, please? We got 0 energy off of a Lilies for 8. I know there's a bunch of energy in the discard pile, but excuse me? Okay. I have to Ultra Ball away. I think the Viper and the energy switch. We have to go get Arfez, which is a terrible idea. We have to go get double Toxel, which is another terrible idea. But if we want to have any hope of winning this game, this is what we have to do. And wait, why isn't the Toxtricity shining? All right, well, we have to increase our chances. We got a Darkness, but we're, of course, 1 damage short. Oh, of course we are. All right. Yeah, I guess we just retreat. Sinister Surge to the Mega Absol. Yup. Mega Absol gets that. Retreat. We want this guy to get knocked out. We call for family. And then, yeah, we just have to... I guess get this guy. This is terrible. They're going to knock out so many things this turn. And then I don't even know how we make a comeback here. Because they have double Monkey Dory. They can easily take 4 prizes just with my, you know, my Toxels and my Monkey Dories and stuff. Okay. But maybe we can do this? And I'm just writing down that Dragapult game was good, but long, and we lost due to prizing issues. Because we need one more game. Yeah, the monkey dies again. Okay. And what's even better is that the Grimmsnarl is out of terminal period range. Isn't that even cooler? Is that the Grimmsnarl is out of terminal period range? Okay, so I think our only shot now, after all that... Hey, we got a Toxtricity. Okay, so I think our only shot now is... I have to go Monkey Dory, Energy Viper. No, I don't even think Viper is going to help. Maybe at the end of the game. Maybe at the end of the game it'll help. Okay, and then... I'm going to have to Pheasantipity on the other side. We're going to have to say hello from the other side. And yeah, we want you to get some stuff. I'm going to need hero. I'm going to need a million different things. Let's be completely honest. I'm going to need a million different things for this to work. That's a start. We do need the Monkey Dory, so I have to go Artisan. I'd rather use Town Store in this situation, but we need the monkey. So let's go Monkey Dory. And then, yeah, we have to Sinister Surge to the Absol. And believe it or not, we're going to be 10 damage short of a KO on the Grimmsnarl, so we can't go for the Grimmsnarl. Okay, please. Please give me a counter catcher. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't attach the Bravery Charm, baby. All right, so there's Hero's Cape. And then I have to, I think, heal... Who do I heal? I guess Toxtricity? I guess. And then we just... We can set that guy up. We can put that there. The monkeys get the damage. I mean, I guess what I have to do is... Oh, this is so difficult. All right, I'm just going to put it all on the Frostlass and see what happens. Okay, so we go retreat into the Mega Absol. I have to Bravery Charm my Monkey Dory. And then we have to Claw of Darkness. And, well, couldn't have been a good card we get rid of. Couldn't have been a useful card to get rid of here. All right, we maybe have a chance. They're going to top deck of bosses. And it's going to be heartbreaking. But, like, I need to attack with somebody else if we're going to win. So they have to heal the Grimmsnarl. They can't knock out my Absol. They have all their monkeys, though. I don't think it's possible that we can win. Again, if we don't prize the second Monkey Dory, we win the game. It's that simple. But we prized the second Monkey Dory. And obviously I couldn't take any prizes this game. So they're going for that Toxtricity. Because they know. Wait, are they not healing the Grimmsnarl? If they don't heal the Grimmsnarl, they didn't heal the Grimmsnarl. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. Oh, never mind. They got the stupid... How dare they? How dare they keep using math? All right, so... Clearly this version is cursed. You can't play two monkeys because you're always going to... Oh! I thought that was two prizes. Okay. I thought that was two prizes. That's only one prize. Okay. We're still screwed. But actually, no, they screwed up. They screwed up. They screwed up. They screwed up big time. How do I go about doing this? I have to knock out a Monkey Dory, right? So we have to knock out their Grimmsnarl, and then we have to hope that I get a Monkey Dory here. Please give me a Monkey Dory. Thank you. Okay. But how... Okay, yeah, then we have to knock out, I think, the Morgrim. I think the Morgrim is the only thing that I can knock out here, right? And if I also knock out the Frostlass, that's also another thing. So if we knock out the Frost, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then one prize. Now, how swifty am I feeling here? Right? Because I could go for the Fez, but no, I think it's just boss the Morgrim. Because what can they do? Unless they have a freaking Blood Moon Ursaluna. If they have a freaking Blood Moon Ursaluna, we lose this game. This is going to the YouTube video no matter what, because this is a crazy comeback. All right, we're going to get rid of that. No, we're going to get rid of the energy. The reason we get rid of the energy is in case they top deck a Blood Moon Ursaluna, then they would just attach energy and win. That would explain why we never saw a counter catcher. Okay. Because this was like the Dragapult game. The Dragapult game, I had an insane comeback. And the only reason we lost is because PDC Jail prized my second Monkey Dory and we didn't get it out of the prizes. But yeah, they didn't heal the Grimmsnarl. I think they thought they had game. But we got... we're on a roller coaster of emotions. You know, is this a theme park? Because we're on a roller coaster of emotions. You know, is this like when I was in high school and I got broke up on a merry-go-round, or sorry, a Ferris wheel, and I got stuck halfway through? Because this is, oh, we got the counter catcher. Because this is a roller coaster of emotion. Well, no, because it'd have to be a roller coaster. I was trying to make a joke that I was broken up on a Ferris wheel and got stuck at the top and she broke up with me. But how would that be a roller coaster of emotion? Don't question it. Do not question me. Oh my god, no, there's nothing they can get. There is nothing you can get. There's no way. Okay, there's no way. They still haven't used the Fez. But they top decked the lilies. They didn't even use the Fez. They didn't even have to use the Fez to get the lilies. They just got the lilies. You can't make this stuff up. It's insane. Okay, I think this means they don't have it. Right? I think they're thinking, okay, I have to fully heal my Fez, but I have my monkeys. My monkeys are in a barrel. But that is nuts. That at least make them Fez for it, PDCGL. Like, at least pretend like you're not trying to help my opponent win. Right? At least pretend like you're not going out of your way to let my opponent win the entire game. They could disguise it a little bit. They could be like a Zoroark who's pretending to be a Ditto, who's pretending to be a Zoroark, and at least try to disguise what they're doing. They're not even trying to disguise it. You know, there's no spies in disguise here. And fun fact, when I originally heard the title, I thought it was going to be about like No, they can't have a bosses. I thought it was going to be about spies like flying around, spies in disguise, like the skies. Spies in disguise, get it? I mean, you know what I want to do. You know what I want. You know what I want. I think we can still win with just an Absol, right? Do we have an Absol? I think we have an Absol. Or no, we just go to Viper. Oh, and you questioned me. You all questioned me. Oh, why are you putting Energy Switch in this deck, Pilot? You're an idiot, Pilot. Why would you put Energy Switch in this deck? Oh, Pilot, you're such an attractive man. Oh, I want you to have my babies. Yeah. Look at this. Look at how we're about to destroy them. It would have been funny to flip through the confusion, but this is cooler. You get to see Viper in all its glory. Its whole glory. The whole glory of this Viper. We prized the Monkey Dory. So YouTube audience, you missed the Dragapult game. It basically played out exactly like this, except we didn't get the Monkey Dory off the prizes when we needed it, and we lost. But when PDCGL isn't fully screwing us over, turns out I'm the best Mega Absol Toxtricity player in the entire world. At 135 with Grimmsnarl. All right, so we got a YouTube video, baby. Insane comebacks. Insane comeback again. We got 2 insane comebacks in the same video. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm really good. And Chibber, you should tell everyone who's there, be like, oh, man, Trust Your Pilot just had the most insane comeback with Toxtricity Absol. So you should go in there and spread a little bit of guerrilla marketing, as they would call it. Some Rillaboom marketing. All right, in honor of what we just faced. Oh yeah, we gotta have a third monkey here. Actually, no, we don't need a third monkey because we have the Frostlass. So we don't need it. We're fine. So if anybody, oh yeah, PDC Joe, we're rebalancing the ranked ladder. Oh, sure you are, bud. Sure you are. Oh, you're really rebalancing that. Oh, it's so balanced, it's fallen to the side. And Shiver, well, unfortunately, I can choose to ban you for not bowing down to me. You know, the only way I'll forgive you is if you DM me feet pics, okay? But I know Shiny Ray's probably already done it. Just be like, oh man, Trust Your Pilot just had the coolest, craziest comeback against Grimmsnarl. Well, that's an unfortunate starter. Scenario, that's a winnable matchup. Wow, this is the first time I faced Golden Go in forever. That is absolutely a winnable matchup. You just have to let a single prizer die. That is the whole strategy. Just let a single prizer die and you're fine. Okay, so the de-evolution obviously is going to be very important here. And ban for wearing socks. Wait, who's wearing socks? All right, well, let's I'm going to delay the YouTube video here for a little bit. So let's go and get, actually, I think we probably just want the air balloon, right? I know we have an earthen vessel, but no, I don't think I can donk. I think we just go, and I don't think I want to donk either. So we actually have the frost lass. So actually, we're going to go for the snow runt. And Kite Pyro, that's your one swear word. I hope that's your one swear word for the month. I hope you use it up well. And Kite Pyro, yeah, you don't want to go over the 400. If you go over 400, they just give you trade credits. It used to be coins, so it's actually been improved. You know, Shiny Ray knows the pain of getting coins. So I think we go air balloon on the Toxel and we'll be fine. We only used 100? It should be 400 should be the limit. Unless you've done like 300 in the past. Because remember, the limit doesn't reset. So that's the fun thing. Not often you see a Golden Go deck struggle to draw cards. I can't donk them this turn, but we can just, I guess, INO them. Seems like a plan. It's not ideal, but I guess we just go TM Evolution on the Monkey Dory and hit him with the old... No, I think it's an INO turn. Because we don't really have a lot that we want to get. I have the TM Evolution. We're obviously going to top deck. Oh, we didn't. Okay, so let's go attach that there. I'm going to save the unfair stamp for next turn. Because we want to masterfully bait them into thinking that they have a chance to win. And hello, YouTube audience. We're cutting into this one halfway through. That's a Mega Frostlass, by the way. Because the card bleed is insane and they refuse to fix it because... they're too busy breaking Mega Gengar and then fixing that and then breaking Trainer Trials. If you haven't checked it out on Twitter yet, go to my Twitter account or the Discord for the subreddit post. The new Trick and Treats Trainer Trial allows you to use every Ace spec and multiple copies of the Ace specs if you want, and every Radiant, when all of those should be once per deck. Because the PDC GL dev definitely knows what they're doing. You know, if you could say, you know, what developer in this world knows what they're doing, it is the PDC GL dev. They always know what they're doing. It's crazy how much they know what they're doing. And we are in a situation where I wish I had a third Monkey Dory. You know I said we don't need... because it's fun, that's why we know it's not intended. You know, if the PDC GL dev cared about fun, we'd have draw 13, choose 7, and then put the other 6 in your prizes after shuffling. So that's how you know it's not intended, is because it's fun. All right. Are they going to just retreat and... no, there's no way. There's no way they retreat. Our Frostlass is going to be the MVP this game. And yeah, like I was just thinking, you know, Frostlass Monkey Dory is a thing that you can play now. I'll probably get to this because, again, 3-week format. I was thinking, what if you just played Frostlass Monkey Dory because you know the whole thing is Frostlass, Monkey Dory, Badoo, and you just attacked with Badoo. But what if you used Wondrous Patch with Monkey Dory? Oh my god. Wondrous Patch with Monkey Dory every turn, and you should use Mind Bend, and you confuse them every turn, and you use Adrenabrain, and you just go from there. And scenario, I mean, we have tcgmasters.net, we have Twinleaf, which is an open beta, we had PDCGO, you know, there's Tabletop Simulator. Yes, they're gonna make it rain. Yeah, well, I'm about to stamp them, so they're not gonna like this. And we're going to put a little bit of damage on their side. I think we hold off on the Artisan. We have to hold off on the Mega Absol as well. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, that's literally every... I was like, I really hope we get the Super Rod. All right, I'll take it. So we go Monkey Dory down. And I think it's too risky here. I think it's a little too risky. So we'll just go Counter Catcher the Genesect. And then Lilies for 8. I know you're probably thinking, hey, what about the Unfair Stamp? Unfair Stamp is fine. We don't need to use the Unfair Stamp yet. The Unfair Stamp is unnecessary at this exact moment. Okay, and then we can go Dark Slumber. So, they're going to have an Air Balloon. So I think it makes more sense to go for Yveltal, right? Because if I go for Yveltal, they can't retreat, and Air Balloon's the only way they can retreat that thing. So we just kind of win because I'm goated in the sauce. Press 1 if I'm goated in the sauce. Press 1 if you want to see a video of me getting goated in your sauce on my OF account. All right, so let's go 1, 2, and I guess we heal. Yeah, we heal the Toxtricity. We heal our dudes with abilities. Nah, they're not going to have a Turo. They only have Air Balloon. Golden Go only plays 3 Air Balloon. They don't play a Turo. There's no way there's a Turo in this deck. They might be eating a Churro, but they're not playing a Turo. No, there's 0 Turo in this deck. I guarantee it. 0 Turo in this deck. You're about to find out. What are they going to do? Draw their entire deck this turn? There's no way. They play nothing. But no, I'm setting them up for the de-evolution. That's all I'm doing. I'm just setting them up for a de-evolution. You know, we have the Mega Absol to win us the game at the end of this, but I'm just setting them up for a de-evolution. As long as they don't target my Frostlass, which they can't do if they want to bring the Genesect up. Do you see my plan? As long as the Frostlass can survive one more turn, we win this game just with a de-evolution. And if they want a Turo, they can't bosses. Okay, watch this be like the one Golden Go player, because we faced the one Grimmsnarl player playing Jet Energy. What if we... Oh, see? Oh, what's that? Oh, we're just gonna... I mean, they probably have a switch, and they're gonna get rid of a Fighting Energy, which... Wait, didn't they do that? Oh, they've already done all their draws. See? Number 1 PDCGL player in the entire freaking world. I do believe it's Iono time. I'm sorry, Mega Absol. Oh, they conceded. Oh, that was great. Okay, so that can't go in the YouTube video because that was too good. That was too juicy. That Frostlass was another card. They prized the Turo. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they had 7 Turo in the deck. They would still lose. They could have had all the Turo in the world. Doesn't matter. I did want to put that in the YouTube video just to show off, you know, what I could do, but apparently, hey, this was my first ever deck. Do you remember? Do you remember the story? You know, I wasn't always an elite S-tier deck builder. My first deck was an Alolan Ninetales water box with Aqua Patch that was super jank, but I kept winning with it. We never start an energy. Hey, we started an... Oh, we got a terrible start, but it is a playable start. Wait a second. Is PDCGL being nice to us right now? What is this? Are you feeling okay, PDCGL? You're being nice to us. All right, so we have our second Monkey Dory. We have a 2/2 Toxtricity. We have an I&O for next turn somehow. And then I think it's just Air Balloon on the Toxel and hit him with the end turn. I do regret having the Elekid. I do regret having this guy. But yeah, if they have a Badoo, we can just knock out Badoo and have a fun time. Though, obviously, they're going to get a Monkey Dory and knock out the Elekid, which is less than ideal. But I was like, hey, you know what? What's better than Badoo? An Elekid who does 30 damage or a Pichu who does 30 and draws you a card? Oh, that's... Wait, why wouldn't you... I think in that situation, you put the Bravery Charm on a Ralts, right? There's no reason not to put a Bravery Charm on the Ralts, because... Well, I mean, I guess if they're going for the TM Evolution, but it's like, well, what if you prize the Curlia? And then you want to go... Or you research into a Curlia, right? So I think you put the Bravery Charm on a Ralts just as a safety precaution, because I don't think you get punished for it. Oh, wow. And there's the monkey. There's the monkey. Huge regret, you know? This was the one thing holding me back. The one thing holding me back from playing an Elekid and a Pichu was the stupid Monkey Dory, because it's like 30 damage is great until they start doing the thing. So this might be a situation where we just do nothing. Do they have to decide if they want another Curlia? Okay, that was a long one. Sure. You know, we might be able to Claw of Darkness next turn, and that could maybe do something for us. You know, just being able to get rid of, like, their Night Stretchers and stuff. And that did nothing for us. Goody. Wow, that's kind of insane that we got nothing. All right, so... Crackling Shot. They're going to win the game now. God, if that was a Lilies instead of an I&O. Yeah, they got the Earthen Vessel. They'll get rid of a Psychic. They'll go get a Dark. They'll knock out the Elekid. I guess we give them the Toxel. Unless they had to sacrifice everything to get the Guardy. Like, what did they... Oh. Okay, so they're prioritizing... Oh, hello. We can do many things to that. We can do all the things to that. We can't do all the things to that if they get a Darkness Energy. Oh, God. Okay, all right. This is why we can't have nice things. Though they can only heal one of them. That is important to note. They can only heal one of them. So I have to get a little swifty here. I have to believe in the heart of the cards and that we didn't prize the Pecharunt, because I can knock out somebody. Right? If everything... Okay, that's terrible. If everything works out, though, if everything works out off of this I&O, I can knock out the Gardevoir or the Diancie. That's really good. Okay, so we send up the Mega Absol. Okay, just flex on me with the double Guardy, why don't ya? So we got the Unfair Stamp and we have the Lilies. I think I have to Lilies first, right? Please knock out the Elekid. They're going to knock out they have to knock out the Elekid. There's no way they don't knock out the Elekid here. It's just who do they take the damage off of? And they went for the Diancie, which I do believe is the correct choice. But I can just give them a terminal period. So we can terminal period, take 3 prizes, but then they screw us over unless I unfair stamp. Okay, I think we prioritize the stamp then. We have to stamp them here. All right, here's how we do this. Oh, we got the counter catcher. That would have been great a second ago. Okay, I need to Ultra Ball away the Absol and the counter catcher. I have to go get Monkey Dory. I know what I'm doing, okay? I know that this is going to seem like I'm an idiot, but I know what I'm doing. I have to Lilies. Because we have to get the energy. Like, I had to use double Monkey Dory. We have to get the energy here. Are you kidding me, PDCGL? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Okay, we got the counter gain. Okay. They tried. They tried. PDCGL tried everything in its power to screw me over. The question is, do I put the Pheasant Skibbity into play? All right, so we want to take... Please don't screw this up, trust your pilot. I know everyone's yelling at their screen right now. Do not screw this up, trust your pilot. Okay, we're just going to take the 2. We're not going to let click to play screw us over. Okay, can I get something good? No, we got absolutely nothing that I could actually use. Thanks, PDCGL. Love you, buddy. You never let me down, do you? You're great at screwing me over at every opportunity. So my Mega Absol is most likely getting knocked out. And then they're going to have a Guardy. I don't know if I can win. Yeah, because even if I go like... I don't know if I have de-evolution on the list, but even if I de-evolution and knock out this one with the de-evolution, that's not enough. But do you see what would have happened if I would have used Unfair Stamp? We would have got just a handful of... Well, actually, we would have got a handful of supporters, which would have been great. But, like, where's the Toxtricity? Where's the Ultra Balls? Where's anything? It's as I said earlier. It's hard to play Pokemon cards when you have to beat off the game as well as your opponent. You know, I mean, it's a good thing I have 2 hands, but it's hard. And so were they. All right, so... I got double Monkey Dory. I can't take a knockout with Seviper, though. I believe our only shot of winning is if they don't Iono us. That's first. Can't Iono us. I'm pretty sure they're going to, though. And then I have to... I guess like Iono and Claw of Darkness. And if we get... Oh, that is a game-losing mistake. That is an absolute game-losing mistake that they have made. I can't win, but if I'd gotten a Toxtricity and something had worked out, that would be a game-losing mistake. Okay, so if I attack with a fresh Absol, and the Absol has a damage buffer, and I knock out a Monkey Dory, can I win? If a Venusaur takes a dump in the jungle and no one's around to hear it, does it make a smell? Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, they can still heal the Diancie. I don't think they're going to heal the Gardevoirs. Like, they're going to heal the Diancie because that's a game-losing card. I don't have a way to really do what I need to do. Peturunt. Wait, is Peturunt taking... If I am able to put 20 on the Peturunt with Toxtricity, it's going to be doing, what, 240? They might leave a damage counter on it. Oh, they didn't leave a damage counter on it. So it's doing 210. No, yeah, it's just... Okay, and then they got the Bravery Charm. Cool. Happy for you. Oh, and you Ionode me. Wow, what a great turn. Could I have that kind of turn? Oh, apparently not. Okay. You know, like what was their turn? How can you have that turn? That is insane. Okay, so they knock out my dude. That's fine. Well, like that's Ryuigi, that's still insane, isn't it? We have to Fez first, because we know there's an unfair stamp pretty high up. I know we lost a lot of supporters, but okay, we got a Toxtricity. We have an unfair stamp. Unfortunately, we have to Arven for the unfair stamp. But I can go Arven for stamp and charm. And then we go Night Stretcher for the Absol. I put the Absol down, Bravery Charm. That goes there. Whoop, yep, that's gonna go there. And then we do the thing. Stamp them down to 2. Okay, and then I just do nothing, right? I just do nothing and hope they don't got it like that? That is the entire strategy, is we just hope they don't got it like that? I think that's all we can hope, is just we knock out the Diancie for game. Right? Because I can... I mean, maybe I should have retreated into a Monkey Dory, but again, we don't really have a whole lot happening here. If they put 20 damage on a Diancie, yeah, so they can still heal and just put all the damage on the Toxtricity. But I'm in a situation where I can potentially... Yeah, they have to put all the damage on the Toxtricity and then just Garland Ray away 1 energy. If they put damage anywhere else, they're losing the game. Unless, of course, they have a boss. Yeah, they have to put all the damage on the Toxtricity. But I believe I can win just by attaching to the Mega Absol and then using Claw of Darkness. Yeah, let's get rid of 1. I obviously Iono them to 1, and then as long as they can't get out of it, as long as they can't get out of an Iono to 0, actually, then we win. Because we're going to Iono them. We're going to get the Iono. I have shuffled the deck. The deck has been shuffled, so there should be an Iono near the top, because that's what's going to happen. Really, PDCGL, you're going to do me like that right now? Oh, I know, but we can win next turn. They can't do enough, right? They can do 300. They can't do 330. So we just attach to the active. God, I just needed an Iono. That's it. Just an Iono. Hang on. If I go for a counter catcher, does that do anything? No, it does nothing for us. There's no way we win now unless they lose. The only way we win is if they lose. The Seviper could have helped us, but we're down Toxtricity. So again, it's just take the damage, put it on their active, and then Claw of Darkness, and then just hope. Hope that we get rid of a card in their hand that's good. There's a Lilies. Okay, their hand is garbage. As long as they don't top deck a bosses, we win. It's very simple. As long as they don't top deck a bosses, the game is over and we win. And we destroyed a Gardevoir player because they thought their Diancie could protect them. Okay, they're down. I mean, the counter catchers don't matter. So if they're playing a bosses, it's in their deck still. Please tell me you're not playing a bosses. And also, I regret playing the baby build. I probably won't include this list. There's the Elekid, which, you know, I was just like, hey, we can mess around with some babies. Oh, they're retreating. That's fine. They're going to try to confuse me, aren't they? Oh, this is great, because it doesn't matter, because I have Pecharunt. Pecharunt EX is the GOAT. Is the absolute GOAT in this deck when you're able to lock your opponent out of a game. Oh god, it's a Gardevoir player who's thinking. Again, the worst thing in the world. There's nothing worse than a Gardevoir player who thinks. So I've only played one counter catcher and I have yet to play bosses. I can't thin out the deck. I mean, I can Artisan. I guess to get Seviper, just because Seviper doesn't lose me the game. And obviously, if we have a counter catcher still in deck and it's not prized, I Arven for the counter. Oh, no, we did have it. I remember, we did have the counter catcher. And also, I can just, you know, I could have taken a knockout with Pecharunt. Just remember, this guy does 300 damage. And thanks, Toxtricity. Yeah, just let me double check. You know, PDC Gel, it could have been a Mirage. That could have absolutely just been a Mirage. You never know. And there's counter catcher. Wait, did they not confuse me? I mean, I guess they realized that, oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they didn't confuse me. There we go. That's GG. Yep, Claw of Darkness, 170. So yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if they did it, because okay, thanks, PDC Joe. They top decked Curlia. So there you go. I was able to sauce up. Oh, okay. I was able to sauce up a Gardevoir player. You love to see it. You love to see me beat off Gardevoir players. I don't know if this game will make it into the YouTube video, because I had a Zoroark game, but they didn't really do much. So I think this one takes precedent over that one, because this one was a little bit more exciting, though it was Gardevoir, so it was more boring. But, you know, I haven't been able to get my period, which is actually a good thing. Just Claw of Darkness. You can claw your way back from the brink of defeat. Well, no, they brought it back, right? I mean, it didn't really matter because I would have just been able to knock out a Guardy, so that just made it a little bit easier for me. Okay, let's try the Area 0 build. Let's see if this is interesting. Let's see if I'm crazy for thinking Area 0 has a place here. Not even going to write your name down. Whole bottle of ketchup. You're not even worthy of your name being written down on my list of potential will I put you in a YouTube video. Because you don't deserve it. Well, this is a start. What? This is crazy. This is the craziest start I've ever had. All right, let's just stunt on him here. Oh yeah, we got all the cucks. Press 1 if you're a cuck fan. Oh, they're sending it right back to me. There's like, oh yeah, you're putting a lot of things on the bench. I got more things to put on the bench. And it's Thigh-Flosion. We have 69 viewers, by the way. Well, I was excited for this, but then they hit me with the stupid Typhlosion. All right, here we go. We can still win. What the hell is that? Okay, we'll call for family. Go get double Toxel, I guess. Toxel. We have all the Toxtricity. Okay, so we can just win just using Claw of Darkness, basically. I do play Area 0, which is, you know, kind of why I have all the researches and stuff. The Hoopa, you know, okay, I should not have been so flippant. Okay, let's be real. I shouldn't have been so flippant with my putting everybody on the field, but it was funny, okay? You can't deny that it wasn't funny. All right, so they're going for Quilava. As long as I can just get rid of dudes. They do have Pidgeot. So they don't have the Dunsparce build. They have the Pidgeot build. We can definitely win our way through this game. It's just, it would be great if I top decked in Area 0. That would be perfect. That is the opposite. That is literally the opposite of an Area 0. All right, so let's go. Experience share. Energy switch. Energy switch is freaking goated, by the way. And then we go Professor's Research. I just need one of my 3 Toxtricity. Thank you. We got more than that. And then we go Sinister Surge. Still don't have... Just like to point out, still don't have an Area 0. For those of you keeping track at home. Area 0 still eludes us. All right, so we'll put an Experience Share there. And... yeah, just Claw of Darkness and see what they got. And I think I'll discard an Ethan's Adventure so they can't get what they need. Oh, okay. Well, that's an easy Typhlosion. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. They're obviously going to go for an Ethan's Adventure off the Quilava. But I can make some things happen. We can take the knockout with the Peturunt of the Typhlosion. They have to get all of their Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile if they want to even try to knock out my Absol. Which I don't think they can do. So yeah, they can get a Typhlosion, but I don't know if you want to. And I obviously would discard their bosses, right? We get rid of bosses, and then what do? I could get an Area 0. I know what I'd do. I'd get my period. All right, so Buddy Blast. If we get Area 0, we can Monkey Dory it up in here. Of course not. Why would we want to Monkey Dory it up in here? That would be stupid. That'd be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All right, so let's do that. We'll just, yeah, there's no reason to do anything else. Thank you. Okay, Area 0. Let's go Nest Ball for Monkey Dory. Get the monkey. We still have an energy switch, which we'll not find when we need it. And, oh, we have that. Perfect. Okay, so I didn't realize I hadn't attached. Again, being an idiot is the greatest thing in the world. Because you get surprised about things that should be common sense. Oh, okay. I mean, what are the odds that they top deck a rare candy, right? It's literally 0. It's literally 0 that they top deck a rare candy. But I think we still do this, right? I think we still get rid of the Pidgeot. Just because it's impossible, but it's not 0. Well, that would explain why we couldn't find Area 0. So, the Ethan's Adventure doesn't matter. They have it in their hand. Mega Absol is getting knocked out. But I have my Peturunt, and my Peturunt is doing 180 damage. So the Night Stretcher was their top deck then, right? And fun fact, that they're activating Counter Catcher. Not that it mattered. Oh. What? They didn't have a Typhlosion in that hand, right? And they top decked the Night Stretcher. So did they just... They ran out, but then they... Yeah, we just kind of ran them out of we just took meaningful knockouts at the right times. And yeah, they prized their 3rd Typhlosion or their 3rd and 4th. I think that deserves a what face. Yeah, I'm just... What's going on over there, LaMarquez? I think they had an oopsie. Yeah, I think they kind of screwed up. We just knock out the Pidgey with Monkey Dory. We knock out the... I mean, we just win, right? If they don't knock out the Absol, they can't do anything. So I think they rage quit. I think that's what has occurred again is... I think this is the 3rd rage quit. Is that the 3rd one today? Is they just rage quit? And yep, they rage quit. 3rd one today. That's a new record. All right, well, let's go knock out your Pidgey. Take all the prizes. Maybe we'll get a bosses and we can knock... Nope. All right, well, let's... Yep. See if we can get another monkey and heal even more. Ooh, that's another monkey, baby. And that's an energy switch. See, again, the energy switches are actually super important. So energy switch is better than you think it is all I will say. Because it puts damage into play. Then you can energy switch to Monkey Dory. You can also energy switch between Monkey Dory, which is another really good thing. All right, 1, 2, 3. Wait, when I use Adrenabrain, how come everyone lights up? Like, even the guys that don't have damage on them, they seem to light up too. And yeah, we'll just get rid of that Quilava for you. You don't need that. So, wait, if we win the next game, are we going to be in Master League? I think we were around 500. If I get 13, no, we're going to be a little bit short. I don't think we're going to get to Master League today. Which is good because the ladder reset on Thursday. And if you get to Master League too quickly, you can't play any games because, again, in their infinite wisdom, they decided to split players up into 2 separate categories. Because, again, infinite wisdom. So for Monday, I'm thinking about playing the Brute Bonnet. I'll get that on screen here in a second. So it's the other Brute Bonnet. It's not the Brute Bonnet you're thinking of. Unless you're thinking of the Brute Bonnet that I'm actually going to be playing, then it's that Brute Bonnet. But it's not the Brute Bonnet you're thinking of. It's the other Brute Bonnet with Toxtricity, which is actually kind of interesting. So yeah, we're going to try that. And I was going to play this anyway. Yeah, like even before people started talking about it, this was going to be the Monday deck regardless. Like I planned out like 7 streams in advance, and this was always going to be stream number 4. So this is just a really good card. 50 more for each damage counter. The only thing that would make this card better is if it had a 4 retreat cost. I mean, I could get Swifty and put in the Calamitous Wasteland, but they'll just bump it and then Heavy Baton will be useless. It's much better just to have Sada's Vitality or something. So I'll test that out. Yeah, let me double check. Do I have Sada's Vitality? And then Tuesday, I'm thinking of doing a Houndstone deck. Right? I'm thinking of doing a Houndstone because, like, Halloween, this is the spookiest deck. And I'm not sure if Wondrous Patch necessarily fits with it because it seems kind of unnecessary, but... You know, it's an excuse to maybe finally make the Houndstone deck work. And I've been... Oh, we are going to get to Master League if I win 2 more games. So Houndstone is also on the list. And just because I want to try to not do a ton of back-to-back, like, oh, I'll do a Dark deck 5 days in a row. I want to do, like, Dark, Psychic, Dark, Psychic, Dark, Psychic. Because the only meaningful new cards are Toxtricity, Gengar, and Wondrous Patch. Diancie you can't really do a whole lot with. Like, everything you can do with Diancie, I did. So, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but Brute Bonnet just seems really fun. So, that's why I'm prioritizing. It's like, Brute Bonnet just seems really, really fun. Because, what? You put 4 damage counters on somebody, that's 250. And Toxtricity powers it up, and you have Monkey Dory, and you have Punk Helmet and stuff. You don't even need Absol, you don't need Seviper. This is everything. This is your attacker. This is your knocker-outer. This is everything. Sada, you can Sada's Vitality. So there's just so many options. It's just, I don't know if I can find the right list. That's going to be the main issue. I think this might be a mirror match. So that is my one concern, is that I'm not sure if it's actually going to be like, oh, this is the perfect list for Brute Bonnet. Or if it's going to be one of those situations where, oh, hey, this card's legal next year as well. This is an H-block card. So if this works out, this will be a card for another 1.5 years-ish. So you're welcome. Okay. Precious Trolley. Obviously, you think about using Precious Trolley here. And, I mean, I guess they're taking forever. I'll go get the Houndstone. So there's the baby Houndstone, which is 80 plus, and then there's Houndstone EX. Luckily, they both evolve from the same thing, so you can play both. All right, let me just quickly put that on screen. So there's the Houndstone EX. So 160. Sneak in a mega. No, we're not falling for that one. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is my idea. So now that we have Wondrous Patch, I can maybe try to make this work. It's not going to work, but we can maybe try to make it work. I'll test it tomorrow, and this is tentatively the Tuesday deck. As long as I can win like 2 games, I'm okay playing this for Tuesday for like the Halloween deck, because then I get it uploaded, and you know, you don't want to upload the Halloween deck on Halloween, because then it's like you don't get the lead up to it. But just, I've always wanted to make Houndstone work, and this is like the last chance. I could save it for rotation, but like we're running out of time here. Wait, what? Oh, okay, wait. So they poison. Okay. That's fine. I don't know why you wouldn't wait until afterward. So don't you worry. It may only be like 3 impactful new cards, but I can make 3 weeks of content out of that. And we do have to play King Gambit before Battle Coliseum comes out, just because Battle Coliseum is going to be very annoying. And that was PDC GLB and PDC GL. All right, so let's go Nest Ball for the damage counter is clipping through. The damage counter is clipping through the game. Love that. So let's go get a... I guess we get a Toxel just to hedge our bets right now. Because there's a chance we don't get anything, and would you look at that? We didn't get anything. Who could have guessed such a obvious occurrence would occur? Yeah, I guess we start loading up this guy. And Kristen Cinema, you're looking forward to a Charizard list with Mega Gengar? Yeah, that's definitely tentative. Or are you looking forward to Mega Charizard, do you mean? Because, yeah, I'll try to make Charizard Gengar work. It's just, you know, Charizard's kind of overblown, but it is rotating. So, you know, there's pluses and minuses on both sides. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, just definitely check out... I mean, obviously, it's not gameplay footage, but you can just check out the YouTube for the Charizard list. Because in Japan, they don't have the faith. It's because Charizard EX is so good that they're not paying attention to just a Megazard deck on its own, and it's kind of disappointing, because I think Mega Charizard is a lot better than what the results would tell you. Right? The results would tell you that it is unplayable outside of a Charizard EX deck. Well, we're making it to Master League, I think. One more win and we're in Master League, and then we'll end the stream. But yeah, we're getting rage quits, rage concedes. And if we win this game, we are going to be in the maximum possible ranking that you can get in this game, because 549 plus 13 is 562. That's the maximum you can get in PDC GL's ranking. I mean, overall, we did kind of ride the struggle bus today with trying to find games, but we got enough. I just have to decide, do I want to include that kind of boring Zoroark game, or do I want to include the boring Gardevoir game? So people who've been here for the whole stream, hopefully you're still mentally there. Also, should I include that Gardevoir game where I just completely dominated them, or that Zoroark game that started the stream where they didn't really do anything? Would you rather see a Zoroark deck where they did nothing, or a Gardevoir deck where we destroyed them? Guardy, yeah, I'm leaning towards Guardy as well. I'll see how long that game is, but yeah, I don't think it's very good. And that's an unfortunate start for them. I really wish they didn't start the Solrock. That is, not so good. All right, maybe they'll get rid of all their... Maybe they'll get rid of all 7 or 8 of their fighting energy. And we'll be saved. Well, I think that Toxel is about to get destroyed. Which is fine. And, of course, we don't need that. Okay, so we'll go... There's a Toxel. We're still playing the Area 0 build, right? Because if we can just get an Area 0, then this is a really powerful Toxel. There's an Area 0. Ooh, okay. So we go for Hoopa. We get the Hoopa Doopa. Hoopa! All right, and then we go Area 0 down. The problem is, who do I give the experience share to? Golden Go is not really going to have much. Yeah, I guess we put it on the Monkey Dory just to have it, and then we go Call for Family. And then it'll be Monkey Dory and I guess Fez? Or Monkey Dory Petulant. No, I think it should just be like Monkey Dory, Monkey Dory. That seems fine. That seems fine. So, yeah, this could actually be really good. I'm not hating this, but obviously the Hoopa is very matchup dependent. Because it's not good against the Rule Edge. It's not good against Golden Go. But Mega Absol is not bad in those matchups because it can finagle some things. It's like, I mean, I guess Dragapult? No, not even. I don't know. Everyone was talking about Hoopa EX being a thing because you can play it with Sparkling Crystal and Luminous Energy and Dragapult. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually a thing, though. Okay. Yeah, I guess we go up with the monkey. There's a research. Great top deck. Thank you. Really happy to have that. Okay, I'm actually happy to have this. And then we go Fez and Skibidi. Bravery Charm showed up a minute too late. Okay, do I just stamp them here? Or is this a little too early for the stamp? I think it's a little bit too early for the stamp. Wow, we got nothing. We got literally nothing. Okay. Well, you know what I have to do here, which is really dumb, but it's what we have to do. We have to go retreat into the Toxel. Super Rod. Put the Toxel and the energy back in. And go, yeah, Monkey Dory. 1, 2. And then we Bravery Charm the Toxel. And then I hit him with the old Call for Family. And we go Toxel, Petulant. Or we just get Toxel. We just get Toxel. We just get Toxel. We don't give them too many easy targets. All right, so if they want to hit into my Toxel, they're in a heap of trouble here. They have to knock out the Toxel, and that's going to expose them. It's going to expose their strategy. It's going to make them regret everything they've ever done. Okay, there's... Oh, no. Okay, well, see you, buddy. Whoops. See you later, buddy. Okay, well, they did have to waste the bosses to knock out a Toxel, which I don't think is what they wanted to do. I don't think that's what they wanted. All right, so let's go. That goes there. Can I just get an Absol and do all the things, please? Can I please just have an Absol and do all the things? That would not be an Absol, but that potentially lets us win. All right, so let's go Toxtricity. And yeah, we put an energy on the Seviper. I don't need to put Mega Absol in play. And then, yeah, we can go. Now, I believe in the heart of the cards, baby. Wait, do I? Hang on. Sure, let's go for it. And then let's go Monkey Dory. Okay, 1, 2. And then I have to energy switch from this Monkey Dory to this Viper. We go retreat. I think I knock out the Gimme Duel with the energy. We knock out the Gimme Duel with the energy. And then Lilies. No, we don't have to stamp yet. We're saving the stamp. We are absolutely saving the stamp in this situation. And I think, yeah, we just have to believe, because they got rid of the bosses. There's no way they have it now. There's no way they have it. We are totally fine. That Absol's definitely surviving. This is what you don't understand, is I know what I'm doing. You know, you think you know what you're doing, but I know what I'm doing. They have nothing available to them. They're not going to find any gold and go. Their hand is trash. Mega Absol is going to destroy them. It's great. They're about to find everything they need, aren't they? Oh, God. Oh, they're about to find everything they need. Oh, I've already lost the game. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, the game is over. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made the worst mistake anyone can make. I did kind of want to lose this game so we don't make it to Master League quite yet. Oh, but what if they can't find an energy? You know, what if they can't find a superior energy retrieval? Then we definitely win. Okay, so they're retreating just to get more card draw. This would be a funny time to Zerosic, but they're just definitely digging for bosses right here. Probably want to go for Fezandipity if they have one. Oh, I guess they don't have a Fez. Yeah, obviously they have a superior. And then they'll have a bosses because the deck usually plays like 3 or 4. Even if they don't have the bosses, we're still kind of screwed. There it is. There's the bosses. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We can still win. Do you want to know how we can win? There's a little card called Unfair Stamp, baby. Just a little card called Unfair Stamp. See, this was my plan all along. This is what you don't get, is I had this plan all along. I knew how this was going to shake out. We can knock out the Golden Go without even doing anything, and then we can win. There's a Petron. Okay, we don't want the Petron. We want the Absol. So let's go. I mean, we already have the knockout if we just get the Absol. But I think we may have prized the other one. So actually, let's go research. No, we're just gonna I know them to 1. I'll I know them to 1. They won't get out of it. It'll be great. We're gonna get a recovery card. We did not get a recovery card. This is terrible. I'm pretty sure we prized our other Mega Absol. Well, we're about to find out if we prized our other Mega Absol. So let's go get rid of that and get rid of that. Yup. We did. Okay, so I think maybe I have to take the knockout with Pecharunt. But we're going to Unfair Stamp just in case. Just in case we get what we need. We got the opposite of what we needed. Oh, wow. That was terrible. That's kind of embarrassing. Okay, well. Are they doing the rebroadcast of Lily? So then I'll raid the main account. Yeah, so I tried to believe in the heart of the cards. Yeah, so I tried to believe in the heart of the cards. Ursi Day is doing a tournament, so we'll raid Ursi Day. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Yeah, they're doing the rebroadcast of that. Oh, no, never mind. So do you want the rebroadcast of Lily? Or do you want Ursi? We'll do Ursi Day. Or do you want... Oh, geez, sorry. I didn't realize I had my tab open. I was looking for who's online. So we'll raid Ursi Day. I'll see you all on Monday. There we go. Official tournament stream. Maybe we'll get a shout out. Oh, God. So Ursi Day's commentating. It's probably, yeah, $400 tournament. Ursi Day doing money tournaments is awesome for the game. We did lose 6 points. That's fine. But yeah, Ursi Day doing money tournaments. It's awesome. I'll see you on Monday. It's going to be Brute Bonnet. It's going to be great.